From the very first moment the world began connecting music, emotion, and storytelling at a global level, two names kept appearing together in conversations, headlines, and playlists: Rihanna and Drake. Rihanna and Drake are not just two individual artists, they represent two different worlds of sound that collided in a way people still talk about today. Rihanna, known for her powerful voice, bold personality, and ability to turn emotion into global hits, became one of the most influential pop and R. Drake, on the other hand, rose from Toronto with a unique blend of rap and melody, turning personal feelings into chart-topping stories that millions of people could relate to. When these two names are placed together, Rihanna and Drake, it immediately brings memories of music that defined an era. Songs like collaborations, live performances, and public moments between them created a connection that fans have analyzed for years. People didn't just listen to their music, they watched their energy, their chemistry, and the emotional depth that seemed to exist every time they shared a creative space. In this first scene, we explore the beginning of that connection. Not as rumor, not as exaggeration, but as two globally recognized artists whose paths crossed in a way that shaped modern pop culture. Rihanna and Drake represent confidence, creativity, and emotional storytelling in music. Their early collaborations and public appearances made fans feel like they were witnessing something bigger than music, something real, something human, something unforgettable. Whether it was on stage or in the studio, the presence of Rihanna and Drake together created a moment that felt alive, almost cinematic. And even now, years later, people still search for meaning in those moments. What did it mean when Rihanna and Drake performed together? What inspired their collaborations? Why did the world feel so drawn to their connection? The answer is simple. As the story of Rihanna and Drake continues, the world begins to understand that this is not just about two famous people sharing music space. It is about influence, emotion, and cultural impact at the highest level. Rihanna brings a fearless style to music. She does not just sing songs, she commands them. Every performance feels intentional, every lyric feels personal, and every visual she creates becomes part of global fashion and music culture. Meanwhile, Drake builds emotional bridges through his music, blending vulnerability with confidence, creating songs that speak directly to everyday experiences like love, ambition, and heartbreak. When Rihanna and Drake are connected in any musical or cultural moment, the result is always amplified. Fans around the world do not just hear music, they feel it. Their collaborations and shared history represent a rare kind of artistic chemistry that is difficult to replicate. This scene focuses on that impact. The global stage reacts every time Rihanna and Drake are mentioned together. Social media trends explode. Conversations begin in every country. Music charts respond instantly. That is the power of two artists who are not only successful individually but also culturally significant together. Their presence in the same creative space symbolizes more than entertainment, it represents modern music evolution. Rihanna and Drake show how two different artistic identities can influence an entire generation. Even without speaking, their visuals together tell a story. The way they stand, the way they perform, and the way audiences respond creates a narrative that fans interpret in their own way. Some see friendship, some see collaboration, and some see history. But everyone agrees on one thing: Rihanna and Drake are unforgettable when connected in music culture. When people look back at the history of modern music, there are certain artists whose names immediately stand out because of the impact they have had on culture, entertainment, and audiences around the world. Two of those names are Rihanna and Drake. Rihanna and Drake built careers that reached far beyond the recording studio. Their music traveled across continents, their performances became major cultural moments, and their influence helped shape the sound of an entire generation. Even people who do not closely follow music news often recognize their names because of how frequently their work has appeared on charts. Radio stations, streaming platforms, television programs, award shows, and social media conversations. What makes the story of Rihanna and Drake so interesting is that it combines two separate journeys of extraordinary success. Rihanna emerged from Barbados and quickly became one of the most recognizable voices in global music. her ability to move effortlessly between pop, R. She became known not only for music but also for her influence in fashion and business, proving that creativity can extend far beyond a single industry. At the same time, Drake was building a remarkable career from Toronto, Canada. Through a style that blended rap, melody, and personal storytelling, he connected with listeners in a way that felt deeply relatable. His songs often explored ambition, relationships, success, self-reflection, and personal growth. As streaming platforms transformed the music industry, Drake became one of the defining artists of that era, setting records and reaching audiences across nearly every corner of the globe. Because both Rihanna and Drake achieved such enormous success individually, every moment they shared in the public eye naturally attracted attention. Fans watched their performances and discussed their collaborations.